Oh, man, hold on. Wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right. Your hands are tied. Jerk and pass me the duct tape. Motherfucker. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. Still radio fan, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel top. It campaign like a bass said. So if you're mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts.
Right, you sons of fucking bitches. Goddamn, you know what, AK? That was badass, and I'll tell you why. I forgot to raise my hand, and you just knew to bring me in.
You did. I was like, oh shit, what do I do here?
Yeah, no, you know what? You totally whipped it. But you know what? I apologize. I should.
Oh God.
I apologize for the anxiety you felt prior to, and I'm not one of those people who gets mad, you know, if something gets messed up.
You should actually be apologizing for what you talked about when we're off the air.
Really?
Oh yeah? What did I talk about?
Oh, wait a minute. She's actually going to talk.
Hold on.
You really do owe all of us apologies for that vision that you put into our heads.
About what vision?
Really?
Hold on. And before we do that, let's introduce everybody, because this way we know who's all here.
Room for the night.
All right, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. You're next to me.
And you remember your name, right?
Yeah, you want me to remind you?
You're Lopsa or something like that.
Labradoodle. Although I like Lasso Opso.
This is May from the Right Way with May program.
Right.
And I guess on this show I go by
Labradoodle.
This is Ocelot.
We actually have Bunny Rabbits here.
And who are you, man?
Bunny Rabbit.
Bunny Rabbit's back. Okay.
Nightcrawler's behind me. She won't talk on the mic. So.
And I'm AK running the board.
And I would be...
Who are you? I don't know who you are.
Disgusted that you even had a conversation with us before the show started.
Wait a minute. Now, what are we talking about? My balls?
Your balls. Nobody wants to know about you freaking loading out all over the place and milking yourself or whatever.
You were the one who's talking about semen jacking up. You know, you were trying to scare me with something. So you
I was not trying to scare you.
Sack for you.
Lopsa Opso here. Oh, wait a minute. What is she? Labrapoodle? Something like
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle. She actually, she was the one that was talking about you having maybe, problems with your testicles.
Oh, because I said my balls are getting bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a concern to me.
Yeah. and obviously...
it is a concern.
It could be.
Let him know exactly what he's probably facing.
I can talk to him about that off...
Oh, no, his audience wants to know.
Yeah, they want to know what I'm facing.
They're concerned with his health.
That's this kind of show. We don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing
We talk about everything.
No holdbacks here.
Yeah, they're concerned.
You can't hold back.
Especially Jed. Jed, if you're listening,
Jed needs to know about my balls, too. Right?
Yes, he does.
So, May, tell me about my balls.
Jed, he likes to cup them, I can tell you that much.
Actually, I don't cup them that much. I scratch them. Who's that?
Didn't say a name, it said message from.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to look later and see who that was. It's kind of weird that it didn't say who, right? Anyway, tell me about my balls, May.
Like you said before we went on, that you noticed that they were larger.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said you better get that checked.
Now, are you being honest? Are your nuts larger, you think, honestly?
I think they're bigger. I think they've gotten bigger over the years.
Are they, like, sagging more, or is it just they got bigger?
I think they're just sagging more.
Really? Well, that's a sign of old age.
Yeah, well,
not for me, but for you, yes.
Yeah, it happens for you all the time. But anyway, you guys are trying to scare me with, oh yeah, man, it could mean you have testicular cancer and that seems backs up on your balls.
You really think all of us that are so concerned with your well-being would be trying to scare you? I mean, come on. What kind of... Jesus.
Yeah.
You'd even say something like
you know
that.
what?
Just disappoints me.
And even the audience knows you're better. They hear your bullshit a mile away.
No, what kind of people do you think we are? We are genuinely concerned about your health.
Yeah, especially my balls,
And,
I
right?
don't give a fuck
and keep
about
in
your
mind,
balls.
Thank God. See, finally AK admits.
but keep in mind, we were not concerned. It was Shitzoodle.
Labradoodle was concerned about the size of your balls.
I'm trying to remember this. What is it?
It's a
Labradoodle?
Labradoodle.
Okay. See,
Shitzoodle.
stuff like that
Think
just.
about a Labrador playing Pictionary. A Labradoodle. He's
Okay.
doodling.
I hate Pictionary. But, okay,
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle. Not a shitzoodle.
No.
I got that from earlier. That's why.
Not a shit
He put that
noodle.
shit in my head.
Not a shit noodle. None of that.
But by the way, speaking of shit,
Oh God.
fuck Domino's Pizza. No, this isn't an actual shit. This is just about Domino's Pizza. Okay, $32
Mhm.
for 2 large pizzas.
Which consists of 8 slices apiece.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
And a 2-liter.
Sure, we can go to Jimmy's, to the pasta and pizza place that used to be
Mhm.
by the
Yeah,
other
your
place.
pasta and pizza.
Your pasta and pizza.
Mhm.
And for $28,
Oh, pizza and pasta, I think it is.
yeah,
Get it
something
right,
like
so
that.
we're gonna go there.
But we remember how well we'd get fed. Shit, we'd eat garlic knots. We'd get.
And he sat down and talked to us. That guy that just delivered, he didn't have to say too much to us. He didn't even remember napkins or anything.
That's right, huh?
Yeah, Bunny Rabbit's like, hey, you have any napkins? And go over for good.
And no plates.
Oh, that's right. No plates
May was
either.
mad about the plates.
I wasn't mad
shit,
about it.
Zoodle.
They don't
No,
normally
God damn it.
deliver
Lapo-
plates, though.
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
I
The
can't-
fuck? Are
I
you
don't-
being for real?
Yes, I don't remember these things.
You know, maybe we-
I'm old. Come on, look at the gray hair.
You fucking called me AKA for like the first
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Uh-huh.
I just fuck them all
And he
up.
was calling Ocelot Cucamonga or whatever the fuck it was.
You know, and I remember before the show you said you wanted to ask everybody a question.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that later. We'll get a little introspective there in a little bit because
We like to get deep.
Yes.
So we like to get to the very core nature of what's going on with us.
Yep.
Yes, shoots a noodle.
Shoots.
That one I made up.
I was about to throw this fucking microphone at your head. I was.
You know he's gonna call you. You know maybe we should just change it to Shitzoodle. Just make it easier for Jerkman.
Don't do that.
Oh, come on.
No, I won't co-sign that.
You don't want to make it easier for me?
No.
You have not signed any of my bullshit
I have
yet.
never
You've never
co-signed
co-signed
your
any of my
shit.
bullshit.
You're right.
Yeah.
I've never
What's wrong with
co-signed
me
your
here?
I don't know. That's
AK,
weird. Yes.
don't you believe in making things slightly easier for the mentally challenged?
No.
So, and if you do, and if you do,
Yeah.
then maybe you should just be nice to him tonight a lot more than what you usually are.
Oh no, wait a minute. I'm gay. You said I'm gay.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh,
At least you admit
can't
it.
be both.
You're retarded. Yeah. He's retarded. I'm gay. Oh, that's how it is.
Wait a minute, you can't be mentally challenged and gay?
I guess you could.
You can, right there he is.
Oh, look at Jerkman.
I've known people that were mentally challenged and
gay?
and gay. Yeah.
I'm sure they're. I'm sure. they're-
Labradoodle, right?
Yes.
Got it, okay. So you have known people like that?
Oh yes.
Labradoodle. I'm going to say this a couple times, get it in my head.
He's just trying to get it down. You know, kind of like he does with Jeremy every day.
Doodle. I don't know what's so hard about it. What
I
are you
just don't-
struggling with?
I just don't remember names that well.
Your brain is fried.
I'm telling you, it is. I'm just totally too much
You're
weed
working
or
too
something.
hard.
That's what it
Something.
is. I'm here too much.
Yeah.
It's too much all talk.
You gotta
Too
think
many
how many
animals.
names I go through in a day.
Yep.
It just fucks me up. And then when I get somebody else, I know their name, and I gotta switch it up all the
Right.
time. That's
Man.
like for the longest time I couldn't say Jerry here, which is her name. I'm gonna put it out there. I had to keep calling her frickin' Ocelot. I couldn't remember her fucking name.
I do that still.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
people-
like, what the fuck is
See?
Jerkman?
It's his
What is your
fucking-
fucking name?
Yeah,
Jerkman,
see?
what is it?
You don't really know, do you? You do.
I
Now you
do. I can put it on the. I have to call you to come help me do something.
Why don't you just have Miss Jerkman in your phone?
See, because this is what you do. You're evil. You fuck.
You change
What?
people's
You
names.
change people's names and it screws us up. Then we go out and we're like, okay, you
In
try to have
public.
you try to have a serious conversation
Yeah.
with somebody who's like, oh, yeah, Ocelot. What's an
like,
ocelot?
what?
Her. Your name's Ocelot? No. You're like, then you feel like a fucking moron.
Isn't that the name of a country?
Yeah, Ocelotians. They're little short people. They spit and sputter more.
Okay, guys.
And they also squirt a lot too.
Oh,
That's what I heard. I heard they're like. Oh man! Wendy, you got something to say about? Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Didn't you want to move this earlier?
yeah. You wanna?
What were you going to tell us?
So,
What was you gonna say?
Ocelot, now that you're on the air, and we're broadcasting
Since you wanted to be in
live,
there, right?
what I really wanted to know,
Do ocelots squirt?
do you keep a spare set of bed sheets?
For leakage. For drippage.
Have you ever done it multiple times in a night?
Oh, heaven's
I'm
sake,
not answering
yes.
that one.
See, look, May was the first.
Oh,
May was the first person to answer.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you do or she does?
Absolutely.
She's talking about herself.
Yeah, she does. Every.
Oh,
yeah.
whoa. Why? So you're answering for her for you.
She's
you're
answering
saying
the question.
I'm
Have
answering
you
the
ever,
question.
multiple times in a night? And she's saying absolutely she has.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
The
That's
most I've
great.
ever had was 34.
what?
34
What the hell are you
times?
doing? Using a fucking jackhammer?
Oh,
34 times in one night?
you know
Yes,
what? She's
yeah.
just in tune with herself. Okay.
Yeah.
She knows how to let go. It is a very like psychological thing for women.
Why is every woman in his mouth hanging open out here in this room?
Is everybody in shock and awe?
I'm like, everybody's like,
I'm in shock and awe. 34 times? That dude must have like the fucking cock of steel.
yeah, did you ask her, was it solo or got the
Oh,
guy?
could have been several different guys, maybe.
Okay.
No.
Oh my
But
gosh.
wait a minute. First of all, a woman can have multiples within one round. So
Right.
we're
We're
not
very
talking about
complex.
independent.
And I
Times.
34 and it was with my husband.
Okay.
Now, I caution all you gentlemen out there listening, you can bring your woman to the dance, but
What dance is that?
The dance.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let her finish, man.
Look, he's all excited.
You can bring your woman to the dance and what? I gotta hear this.
I caution you men. He's going to want you to get to that point over and over and over again, and if he can't, then there's hell to pay. Like my husband said, "What's wrong with you, Shorty? Who you been with?" Knowing very well I wouldn't be with anybody else.
So, in other words, you were ready to go 34 times, or he was ready to go 34 times?
Me?
Damn.
She is saying that once he has gotten you
taste of
to
it,
the
right.
point of 34 times, then that now sets the bar. So every time they have sex,
You get to
he
35,
expects
36,
you to
something like
have
that?
34 at the very least, and if you don't, then he.
But how can you expect that?
In her case, he
I'm
said
saying,
she
what
must
do you-
be
super-
I mean,
cheating.
come on. But even if you are, it doesn't matter. Why should you expect something like that every time? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Unless
Well, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, because every time a guy has an orgasm, it's totally different than the time before. I mean, it's never quite the same. So how would you expect a woman every time to do the exact same thing just because, was it a trained fucking lopalopsa or
to
whatever
get
she
to
is?
34, I mean, wow, that would have to be. You'd have to really be like in tune and in touch, and like I've never even had two. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Okay,
Ever.
You never had two in a row?
Never.
And your cycle thing that Mrs.
You
Texalot
know
was
what?
doing?
I think we're a little confused. Are we talking orgasms, or are we talking
Yes.
actual sex?
Of course, you're a guy. You're confused.
Yeah. I said,
Oh,
you're talking about
We're
orgasms.
talking
Okay.
about
Okay, you're talking about an orgasm.
What'd you think they were talking about? Tennis?
I thought she was talking about times they actually just fucked.
What?
Yeah, 34 times in one night. Like, dude was just fucking nailing it.
Oh man, who's the retarded gay guy now?
I'm telling you.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
What?
Too is there's different types of orgasms for women
Yes.
also.
True.
There are.
True. So, 34 orgasms. God
wow.
damn. How many did he have?
7.
Damn. 70 or
Were you guys
34.
raw after that, or
Huh?
were you feeling a little raw after that, or
No.
I mean, was it like tenderized meat or anything?
Yeah.
No. I
Okay,
mean,
just checking.
there's different ways to
Oh, I understand that. I know.
have orgasm.
I've had marathon sex before. I mean, I know, but I just
34 is still shit.
Yeah.
He's putting me to shame here. I'm like,
okay.
Have you ever got to one?
absolutely.
Yeah, we know that. He went to Red Lobster, remember?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So seriously, how many times have you? What was the longest, or how many times for
How
you?
many times have
the longest.
Have I made a girl orgasm? How many times did
I don't know. I mean, it depends if she lied to you or not, but
Well, let's see. All right, well, like the time with
he wouldn't know.
I think with Koala, probably the most was like 5 in one night or some shit. You know what I'm
Five
saying?
and one.
Yeah, yep, in one night.
Okay.
24-hour period.
Damn.
And how many of them did you help her with?
All of it. Oh,
Burn.
I don't know.
Big burn.
Don't forget, she's not your ex-wife.
That's true. That is true.
Damn.
She's not V.
All around the board.
Yeah.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, so 5 was the most that
Right.
you've ever managed to get a woman to get to. Okay.
And that was in one night. Yeah.
Okay.
One night.
We're going around the table here. Jerkman.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
At least 26 one night, but we went
What?
all night long. I was
26?
going
Were you
26
tweaking?
times. No, I was not tweaking. I used to drink a lot. I last forever.
Damn.
So yeah, it was about 25, 26, something like that.
Oh shit.
Were you on cocaine?
That's what I
Right then, you think?
Wow.
No, I was just drinking at night. I just got done at the nightclub and DJing and stuff like that. And
Right. Were you guys on cocaine when you're 34?
yeah, fair question.
That's my
right?
next question. Yeah. Were you guys doing coke?
Shit zoodle. Oh wow! Did you see that look?
No, I was not.
You were not.
Okay.
Was he?
Was he drinking nothing? Just pure.
No.
Okay.
Viagra.
No. There were no AIDS in the room, right? No.
No, right.
AIDS? You mean like people to fucking prop them up and stuff?
No AIDS in the
There
sense
were-
of
there were
sex. Hey,
no
Bob, can you
toys.
pull my dick back up and jam it in there? like sex AIDS, you know.
I don't use toys.
Or toys or pills or anything.
No.
Okay.
So
yeah.
just sure. Okay, here we go. Around the table.
Well, we're not men.
You would be next.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, May told hers.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Because you guys aren't men. Well, come
Well,
on.
my question was, how many times have you managed to get a woman
Okay.
to orgasm? So if you're gonna go around with that, the question has to be, how many times have we?
Well-
What's the most orgasms?
So
we've
how many
had
times
in
you
a
guys
night?
made a guy come?
Unless,
in
yeah.
one night.
There you go.
That's fair.
8?
8 times in a night.
Okay. Okay.
All right. There you go.
Ocelot.
Ocelot.
Just a think. Hold on.
Then I'll talk to you. Think. Counting them all.
Must have been a while. Yeah.
14.
14? Damn, you guys making up these numbers?
No.
What the hell do you got? A fucking special clam down there or something? That
Yeah,
14 times?
14 times?
I have very good muscle control.
I'd have been a raw motherfucker.
your oysters would have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Penile penetration is only a part of how a woman
Oh,
has
I
orgasms.
know that.
Never have an orgasm from penetration. Ever.
How about a tongue?
Most I've had is 30 in a night.
30, Ocelot
Good
says?
Lord.
Damn.
You and
You and
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle are neck and neck.
neck
there.
and neck there almost. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You guys share the same dude or?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Look at this. He's like, I'll give you lops of ops, fucker.
He can swing a dick.
So wait a minute. You guys are saying penetration does not count.
I didn't say it
I
doesn't
didn't
count.
say that.
She's just saying that it wasn't
there's
always
other
the cause of
ways.
the orgasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's other ways.
Penetration is only one of them.
Right, and I dig it. I
And
got
me
you.
and Bunny are saying we've never had an orgasm from penetration.
Oh, see, penetration, yes, but there's also other ways too.
Sure.
Yes.
Clearly, or I'd never have an orgasm.
Right.
Now, having said that, you've had orgasms, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Just
Well, she
not
just
from
said she had what
penetration.
130 of that night or whatever. Something. I know it was whatever you said.
130?
You said
I've never
no, you
had
said
more than one, ever.
never more than one.
Never.
So then we didn't really ask you that then.
Where did you get 130?
I was just making up a number. That's what I do.
Just being jerkman.
Probably
so
something you said in your head, like, I'd give her 130.
131 now. You know the count on the fucking.
All right.
131 orgasms. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So just one for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, buddy, you get out of this one, huh?
Or like in one, I mean like in one night.
One
Where's
session.
one night?
Yeah,
One
yeah,
night.
one night time session thing, like yeah.
Like 3.
Okay.
You
Okay.
guys are lucky motherfuckers.
Man, you're like the lowest in the totem pole here.
I know. I don't think I have a G spot. I think I'm broken. I think I'm broken.
You know,
we should ask you.
if the man can locate the G spot,
Don't they have a G-spot locator on your phone you can download now as an app?
It probably
You
is.
guys wish.
It probably is.
Beep, beep, squirt. That's where you know it's at.
I'm not a squirter.
Just a squeezer.
I'm a squeezer.
So you never
Yeah.
squirted?
Never. Nope.
Not all women.
Not all women squirt.
Ocelot, have you ever?
Well, have you?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh.
Finally, we've gotten the confession.
The first time it happened, did you think you peed on yourself?
Can you explain the whole feeling of it?
I was pretty young, so yes.
Yeah. I think I peed on myself,
I think
maybe.
the first time I was 13, so yeah.
Wow.
Shit. And that was a squirt team?
So
Pretty much.
So you thought you peed on yourself was what it was.
Wow.
First time I had a girl do that, I thought the same thing. I said, man, you're pissed on me.
I got
peed
pissed
all
on
over
her.
me.
Wow. That's some
Well.
shit.
Very weird, isn't it? Shit, that's a little,
I just I don't
get
get
that out of my
how
head.
do you
Shit's
get to more than one? I don't know.
You're really lost on this one, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Hmm.
I am.
Do you have any do you have that jackrabbit thing they call it or whatever to practice with? That thing that tickles your anus while you're, or clitoris, something like
You
that?
know what? You need the medical.
I don't
All I gotta
know.
say is you need.
It wouldn't matter because I don't orgasm from penetration.
You need.
so
You know what?
that
You need
wouldn't help
medical.
me.
You need medical school man to show you the because he's in touch with the body.
Oh.
Medical school man.
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
Hey.
You're right.
Baby, I'm calling from the tub right now.
Oh no, not that guy. Oh, whoops, medical school
The
man.
med
Don't you remember med school guy?
You called me out on
Oh,
yesterday.
med school guy.
Oh, which she does not. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
not released that.
Oh, it was on
It
there.
was, well, yeah, but she didn't watch it.
Oh shit.
I was busy
Oh.
working, but
Uh-oh.
I missed.
Uh
So wait a minute, I got to hear this now.
oh. Am I gonna get shot with an AK?
Yes,
Okay,
you
what
are.
happened last night was we were on the air and we were talking about relationships and things like that. And
Oh, really?
someone here was happy to tell us that she really wasn't in anything with anybody and was happy to be there, but I happened to see some stuff fly by on Facebook that I questioned a little bit. And when I did so, we found out a little more than she wanted to spill, I think.
Okay, so spill.
What do we?
Marco.
Marcus.
Oh, see, look at that, see?
So Marcus, tell me about Marcus.
He's cool.
He's yeah.
Oh.
He's more than cool. Tell me about Marcus.
He's cool. He's in med school, you know.
Uh-huh.
Went on a couple dates,
Uh-huh.
but we both have busy lives, you know.
Mhm.
So.
Anyway, med school man should show you how to have more than one orgasm.
Hey, you know, we're not there yet.
Okay.
She said they only went on 2 dates. You
we're
didn't
not
have
having a
sex yet,
physical
right?
relationship.
Oh, and
at
that's
this
fine.
Point. No.
But you know, maybe that's the way to work toward it. I'm really trying to get more in touch with my orgasmics. Do you think you could?
I have no doubt that he would
Help
be
you out with
more
that?
than capable.
He probably would.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably could.
So what's this guy look like?
Well,
Because,
Yeah,
you know,
he's
it's a fair
cool.
question, right?
yeah, I mean, he's good looking, you know.
Okay, what's good looking? Because
Well,
we
my
actually had...
taste varies. I don't have a type. I don't have, yeah. And
Okay.
personality takes precedence for me
Absolutely,
over any
yep.
types of looks.
Yep, yep.
He honestly is. He's a fairly good-looking guy. And I just so happen he has a good personality too.
Because we actually
but-
had somebody on today that won the sexiest guy in Vegas contest.
Wasn't that good?
You see,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
on right
saying.
now.
He wasn't that good looking. I mean, he wasn't bad looking, don't get me wrong, but nothing that I would look at and say, oh, yeah, okay, I could see that.
Sexy didn't come to
No.
mind.
As a matter of fact, I think the word for you came gay.
Yeah.
She said he looked a little
Really?
gay.
Oh, really?
Okay, he was on, I don't know if you've ever watched it, Bravo. His name is Michael Sartain. He was on the Bravo channel for a millionaire matchmaker.
Okay.
And
I already don't like him.
Yeah, he actually won the contest out here that they have for Vegas' sexiest man.
He's a douche, isn't he?
Probably not.
It's kind of funny because that's what Tiffany said. Tiffany puts him down as hashtag douchebag.
I bet he is.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Does she
He's a
talk
nice
shit
guy.
about him a lot?
No, they just agitate one another back and forth.
Oh, okay. Well, so they're friends.
Yeah, kind of like you and Gary.
Yeah, and you and Jeremy. I guess you know.
Yeah.
What was that question you wanted to ask everyone?
Oh, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna have to wait on that
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait on
Because
that.
we're gonna come back and talk about non-penetration versus penetration.
Oh, I think it's. Hey, you know what?
It's time.
It's time. It's time to break. We'll be right back, bitches.
Jimmy Black.
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends began to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car for you, dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th Anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really irks me.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hubble rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have chamchuchi, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you think that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and I'm bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump. As as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul.
I love you. You are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to Stim Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Stim Radio. Stim Radio. It's that shit.
Yes. Oh, you see? AK, I get to talking you up, and this is what happens. Oh, no, I didn't hear that. I had my headphones on. Sorry.
I was like, hold on, let me sit down real quick.
Oh, okay.
Then you raised your hand, and I had to plop down and be all like, oh, shit, what are we doing?
Hey, but you know what?
Could you
It
tell
wasn't
by
that
the
bad,
muscular
though, right?
muscles?
Was it really bad?
Part of the board op. It's part of the board hopping thing, though.
No, don't let him ride you like that.
It was pretty bad, but he raised his hand. I had said, hold on.
Well, there was a lot of confusion
but
going on.
I should have already been.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion
Yeah,
going
but there
on.
was a lot
We had the
going on
Dodgers
over here.
game going and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know what was.
We were fighting up. The Shucker Buckles were winning by 40 and
42. 42.
Oh man, they're doing great this year.
Yes, they are.
The Shucker Buckles. I mean, they are.
Who are they?
They're undefeated.
The undefeated Shucker Buckles.
Yeah.
What kind of team is it?
It's the
Mississippi Mudsuckers.
Oh yeah, they're playing the Shucker Buckles.
Yeah.
It's the Kansas City Shucker Buckles against the Mississippi Mudsuckers.
I guess we're on.
Nope, we're not.
No.
We're just going to sit around.
There's just sounds coming out of this headphone. Don't worry about it. All right, May. Since
Yes.
you're so interested in this.
I am.
Okay, I have a question. And the Jailbirds are shot fucking 75, and it's a 5-yard touchdown!
Looks like a home run for Buckle Shucklenut.
Oh, Johnny, let me tell you.
She took her headphones off. She thought we were really not on the air. We're on the air.
We're just fucking around. We're just being fucking.
So what's the question?
Oh, here it comes.
Here we go. We got to be. Let me see. Hopefully, I can get from being funny
I
to
feel like we need some music to go for this
I know.
intense moment.
I know. I'm almost like this isn't the right time, is it, guys?
I don't feel it. I don't
either.
I don't know. You kind of just flow when it hits you.
I think
When
you're right.
ready to act.
You gotta
it
flow. You know
kinda
what?
Comes to you.
He's not going to ask you yet, May. You're going to be in suspense.
I got to keep you. How do you keep
Yeah.
a newfie in suspense?
We'll be talking, and then you're like, so I got a question for
How do you
guys.
keep a what in suspense?
A newfie?
A newfie.
That's a Newfoundlander.
I thought it was a newbie.
Newbie? A
That's
newfie.
a new person, like a newbie.
Yeah, she's not
somebody who's
really
new
here
to
a lot,
something.
so she'd be kind of a newbie.
A newbie. How do you? Well, I said newfie, like because it's. I guess it's like a Canadian joke.
Oh, look at her. Oh, she is so
Motherfucker.
ready now.
You motherfucker.
She's so ready.
What?
Tried to catch
We're
her
trying
when
to-
her text, and she saw
Oh,
phone
there you go.
down real quick.
Yeah. All of a sudden, now the text stops, huh?
Yeah, and you hear all night long. Once in a while, you hear, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And what's the other one she says when she really gets mad?
That's not true.
I have a new one for you. Fuck all of you.
Fuck all of you.
I thought, what was the other one? It was, oh, get the fuck over it.
Yeah, get the fuck over it.
So, so I filled this up in the bathroom.
What?
Ew.
Yeah, he drinks toilet water. He's a dog.
Stop.
It's my own urine, actually. That's even better.
That's better than
Because-
what you're fucking drinking right
I
now.
had pizza tonight. It's not going to be pretty.
I figure.
When is puke ever pretty?
Oh, seriously,
I've never known that swung in front of the face before.
Here we go.
Tap water.
So I'm drinking my own urine. Oh man, that tastes like what I drank earlier. No, I'm just fucking around. You know what though? It's funny.
AK just finds you totally repulsive right now.
I'm always totally repulsive. When have I not been
fucking
repulsive?
say? Why, when we have water here? If you needed some, I could have given you a sip of my water.
I am not drinking.
Fucking Ocelot has some vitamin water here.
I am not drinking my own urine. I went to the bathroom and filled it with the sink.
What's the difference?
Well, we know that, but that my point is that that's disgusting. Why
What's
would you
the
put
difference?
tap water, sink toilet water in there?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know you guys had extra
We're
water.
in
I'm not gonna-
Nevada, the water is not good.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
not
it isn't. No, but it would. That would be a great tactic if you're in the ocean and there's no water.
To drink your own urine?
Absolutely.
Actually, no, because it's salty, so you get thirstier and thirstier. So it doesn't actually quench your
Well, you
thirst.
catch a shark and drink it straight from the shark's
Well-
penis.
Well,
You milk a shark.
you'd be much more thirsty if you drank the.
The ocean?
Uh-huh.
It's probably about the same.
No.
Drinking urine versus ocean? I don't know. That's an interesting
Well,
question
look,
to ponder.
look, no, not really, because this came from a true story.
You
Really?
Really?
Oh, you thought you were slick, didn't you? You got caught.
Uh-huh.
So you shouldn't drink ocean water because obviously it's going to make you delirious. It's going to dehydrate
You
you.
absolutely do not drink ocean water, but I thought I read somewhere you also shouldn't drink your urine, but if you
That's what I read.
absolutely have to, then you would drink it in a very minimal amount.
That's right.
Not
very
going to be guzzling
minimal
from his own
amount.
penis.
And
Yeah.
and preferably somebody will die and you can just drink their blood. So
See?
Yeah, see, he would do that.
Jerkman won't.
I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to die. I just
you don't know
realized.
what you would do in that
Really?
scenario.
I know what I would do. I wouldn't drink their blood.
You know
I would not drink blood. Blood would be out for me.
you know what you would do right now because your survival is not on the line.
Right.
But when it
But if
came
you're in that
down,
situation-
you would be very surprised what you will do to survive. It's a natural instinct to survive. So you don't know what you would do in that situation.
That's right.
So Bunny Rabbit would be like
somebody.
chewing on somebody's dead flesh, probably.
Perhaps
Could be.
if she's starving to death and that was the only option,
Then she might like
it's
it.
either her or eat somebody.
Okay. What if this
But,
happens?
all right, now, if it was agreed upon,
Well, you want to put morals into the situation.
Do people ever say, well, you could eat me if I die?
Look, Tom.
Which is a good thought. There's actually a thought experiment about that.
Tom, you don't look so good. Can we eat you if you die?
You're going to be dead soon. Can I eat you? Sure. Just be sure to eat my brains out of my head first. Stick a fork in my ear and pull my brains out.
Well, there was a thought experiment, and it was a scenario of that situation, and the idea behind the thought experiment is it morally right to kill? What is your stance on killing somebody? And one of the scenarios is, and these were both true stories. This was during the time of the concentration camps and the Nazis, and one of the hospitals that this nurse was at, the Nazis were coming, and they were going to take everybody to the camps, and the hospital was a children's hospital. And she decided that she was going to, before they got there, give them all an overdose of morphine to prevent them suffering a worse death in concentration camps.
Right.
And the question is, do you think that she was right in doing that? Could you see why she did that?
I could.
Okay.
You could do
The
anything.
other one is in this all true stories. There was a ship that got lost, and there was no rescue, and they had come to the conclusion, that two of them say, if Jimmy here is really sick and he's going to die
Why is it happening to me?
anyways, so why don't we just kill him? You kill one to save four.
Right. And they did the draw on the straws.
He was sick. He
Yeah,
was going to, in
that's
their
what he
mind,
said.
he was going to die anyways.
Wh-
Whether
wh-
we kill him or not, he's
what
going
was
to die.
he sick from?
He was starving to death. And I think he had some sort of fever.
Was he
but he was
emaciated,
dying.
probably?
And so he killed them, and they ate him. Was he right in killing him?
I mean, like you were saying, you know,
there's no condiments or anything.
No, but see, here's what this is the thought experiment, though. You have to look on an outside box, because what you're saying is that initially you felt sympathy and you said that the nurse was right for killing those babies, but the guy who killed the man who was already sick to survive was not right. But you're still killing somebody.
No. I think it's right on both accounts.
I mean, what do? Eating babies? You look at them like they're children nuggets?
Not eat the babies. The question is it right to kill?
Well,
and in the first story, you said, yes, I think that she was right in doing that. But in the second one, you didn't. And I can see why, because it was done on a selfish level, as where she did it, the nurse did it for unselfish reasons.
Actually, I would say yes on both accounts.
But you don't. Well, then you're in the less percentile where you seem to ration. And so the thought is that in situations you actually make more rational decisions. You don't act off emotion. Because the people who thought the nurse was okay for killing the babies, but the guy was not okay for killing the guy on the ship to survive, they don't think with ration. They act off emotion.
Okay. I think if the person already is dead, then I don't have a problem with that.
But he wasn't already dead.
Well,
they killed him.
But see,
so
I think both are okay. I think it's survival of the fittest. If one is sick and going to die or a high risk of dying, then one should sacrifice for the greater good.
Yep, that's what I think.
Okay, then I've got a question here.
But that's
not... I want everybody to go round the table once and just simply say yes or no. I want no morals thrown into this at all. Okay, we'll start with Max. Would you do it?
Yes.
Okay. Poodle schnoodle. What is it again?
Labradoodle.
Okay. Would you do it? No morals. No, like, would he be dead? Would he not be? Nothing like that. Would you do it? Would you eat human flesh?
Your gut reaction.
Is that the question? Would you eat somebody or would you kill somebody?
What was the question exactly?
That's the question.
Okay. All right.
Ask the question, then we'll answer.
Would you? Okay. We'll leave it at that. Would you kill him to eat him? If you had.
I would not.
Okay.
I would not kill him.
Max would have said yes. I would not. Would you?
Yes.
You would?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely not.
I would not kill somebody.
There's only 3 people in this room. I'm going to stick around from here on out. Unless you motherfuckers get the hell out of here. If something goes bad, I'm not going to be chewed on.
Now, if he was already
dead, if you're dead.
No. If he was already dead, would I eat him? Yes, but I wouldn't kill him if he's still alive to eat him.
Okay, but here's the variable is you said he was sick, and chances are he was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So
why let him die a painful death
in vain when the sacrifice is still for the greater good? It's still going to help the other person survive. This person's already chances are going to die.
To die. So instead of letting him suffer, you kill him right away.
We'll euthanize animals. What is the difference if somebody's already sick and on the verge of dying and chances of not getting that help anyway?
Right.
What
kind of quality of life
then I got a question for you, because if you want to put morals out here, okay, supposing you're on this ship. This ship's wrecked. You're on a boat. This boat's out in the middle of nowhere. You see one guy that's very, very sick. You think he's ready to die, okay? Now you're all taking these little straws like, okay, we're going to eat this motherfucker. He's ready to die. You kill this man, and the minute you do, 3 minutes later, a ship shows up and would have saved all of you. No. Then what do? Then you feel like shit because you just killed a man that could have possibly been saved for your own fucking selfishness?
Well, but you don't know that ship's coming.
But it doesn't matter.
I mean, you can't plan for shit that might happen.
How far do you let it go before you decide to chew this fucker up?
But you can't
say no. I don't feel guilty. At that point, it was the sacrifice for the greater good.
Because you didn't know
what can happen.
Yeah, you have
know what is happening at the moment.
Right, exactly. That's it. You're going for the moment.
Like I said, I know who I'm not hanging around outside this place.
So you want to sit there and suffer and let that other fucker suffer too?
All right, now look. Does this person say, yeah, it's okay to kill me?
No.
No?
He didn't.
Hey, look, my legs taste like chicken.
This is
I don't feel so good anyhow, so kill me.
Yeah, this is an actual event. This isn't a made-up scenario. They were they were lost at sea, and he was sick and dying, and one of the people decided, I'm going to kill him and eat him. Might as well, because he's going to die anyway.
And that was similar to that plane wreck that happened out in the Indies.
That's right.
There was a plane wreck that happened. It was a soccer team. It had crashed. Right. But what happened there was they all agreed upon once the person passed.
Right.
That they said, can we eat? And they said yes. If I died, don't kill me. But if I died, that's fine. This sounds like an awful lot like the Lord of the Flies going on in here.
You know what though? We'll say this though. I would rather I could. I don't think I could kill myself, even if I talk shit.
See, you eat your own boogers, so you should be able to survive off those for a while.
I have one that I had to do in college.
Do you do that?
I used to. And I have every once in a while.
On the air?
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, not in the air. It'd make Jerkman puke.
Stop! I don't want to puke. No.
All right.
Here's
See,
one
Jerkman
that-
did fine. We were going great until Jerkman throws a fucking joke into it. All right. Now, what was your thing from college?
So
Okay.
here's the thought experiment. Okay.
All right.
There's a train coming. He realizes his brakes are out. He cannot stop. But there's 4 people stuck on the track. Now he has 2 choices. He can either keep going and hit those 4 people that are on track, or he can pull the switch and go to the other track, but there's 1 person stuck on that track. Would you keep going and kill the 4, or would you switch tracks and kill the 1?
Switch tracks and kill 1 for me.
Yes, you would switch. You would switch tracks and kill the fewer.
Right. So
You're gonna have to kill one way or another.
Is it safe to say that in your mind it's better to spare 1 to save more?
Yeah.
For the greater cause.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like I said,
That's just what we're talking about.
Same scenario.
Yes.
Same scenario.
So it's not about killing people. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Same scenario.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So train is coming down the tracks. There's 4 people. They're stuck on it. You're standing on the bridge above it. You see it's going to happen, and the only way that you can save these 4 people is to push a fat man that's standing next to you onto the tracks to derail it. Do you do it?
No.
Why not? So
Because
you
if it's
changed
meant-
your stance on.
No, if it's
on-
meant to happen, I don't kill. I don't believe in killing.
So would you not have pulled the switch to kill the 1 on the other track to save the 4?
No.
Oh, so you wouldn't have done anything.
Because destination's what destination's set to be.
So you would have killed the 4.
I would have pushed the fat man down to derail the train.
See, I'm not going to be the cause of anything that's not meant to happen.
See, I don't think that fat man will derail that whole train.
For the
But
thought
she's saying
experiment,
if he would do this,
Yes.
hypothetically, this
So
would happen.
would you push him onto the track to save the 4?
Why
No.
do you have to be the one to push him? Why can't?
Because that's a thought experiment.
No. See, I would.
So like, can you just willingly
No.
jump?
I would be the one to jump.
That's not an option.
Well.
Well, see, but that's...
See, the thought experiment is to get you to think. Do you stand on your grounds that it's save 4 by killing 1? Do you? That's the thought experiment. Now, most people immediately, as you all did, would say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to pull it and kill the 1 guy on the other track and save the 4." But when it gets to you having to actually push and kill somebody to do the same thing, then people are like, "No, I wouldn't do
See,
that."
because I didn't say that either. What I said was I would let it take its course. I would not. So let my actions be the meaning of someone else's death.
Okay, but
so if it's going down the road and those 4 people are there, I would try to do something to save them. Maybe I don't know what it would be. Whether if there's no way of doing it, no, it would take its course. That's the way it was meant to be. There's nothing I could do at that point. But for me to pull and actually make sure that I killed just that 1 man to save those 4, no, I wouldn't do it. I stand by my grounds. I stand by the same as I would not push that guy down there either.
I would kill the 1 to save the 4. I would still go for the greater good overall.
Right.
I still think that's.
I don't know about
See, that sounds an awful lot like government, doesn't it? That's always for the greater good of all of us.
Well, but they don't care about the greater good.
But it's the same scenario.
Do you think that torture is morally wrong?
It depends if it's in the bedroom or not.
Hell no. I think if you're a son of a bitch and you tortured somebody, then you deserve every bit of torture you inflicted on someone.
So wait a minute. So for self-preservation for yourself, you killed a man to survive. So someone should kill you to survive?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so wait a minute. So what if
so
if a crash happened and you're the son of a bitch they're coming after?
Hey,
you going to be okay with that?
But if I'm sick, what are we talking about? We're on 7 million different things.
I'm just asking, do you think torture is morally wrong? And
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
That's all I asked.
And I mean, depending on if you're doing it to somebody who doesn't deserve it, yeah.
I don't believe if somebody tortures somebody they should get it back. I don't think so.
That's not the question. The question is, do you think that torture is wrong?
Yeah. Bottom line, yes.
No, under any circumstance.
Under any circumstance.
How about a pedophile?
Yes. I don't believe they should be tortured. No.
Are you serious?
Yes. Why should they? Hey, look.
Do you think torture is wrong, Ocelot?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't believe in hurting. I just don't believe in it. I don't think that's what we're here for.
So that fat man had planted a bomb, and he's the only one who knows the code. And no matter what you do, the only way you can get him to tell you that code is by torture. And
is it guaranteed?
And there's a 70% chance that he'll tell you and you'll save.
There's a sort of 30% no. And then I would inflicted something and killed somebody for a 30% chance of being wrong. No, I don't want that resting on my head.
Torture without killing.
But if you're
there's ways to torture without killing, and you can still torture to get your answer. You don't have to necessarily kill.
But see, torture comes down from a person that doesn't have a fucking mind to use. If you're smart enough, you can outthink most things. Bottom line, you can manipulate most things.
All right, Jerkman.
Only respond.
Some of your jokes are a bit torturous to the person. Seriously, to the person you're doing them to.
Right.
You know, for you it's hilarious, but for the person you're fucking
That's
with,
not true torture.
Oh, it is though. It's
for you.
It's mental torture. Like when you told me that. What's her name?
You've scarred him.
I noticed. Damn, never knew I did this.
When you tell me, oh, the FBI is fucking listening. You know, hey, that's a little bit of torture, man. So then now you're talking about, oh, I don't believe in torture. Yeah, you do.
No. Did I just say that I believe in mind games? I did say that.
Mind games are torture. It's the same thing.
No, she said physical torture. She didn't say.
I didn't. I said, do you
She
believe
just said
torture is
torture.
wrong?
Oh, torture? So it could be even mind fucking them?
Sure.
Then I'm okay with that. I can mind fuck anybody. I don't give a shit.
So a mind fuck to get something
But
that
I
you
would say
need.
for the sake of the thought experiment, they meant physical
They meant physical torture,
yeah.
right? That's the way I took it. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so like an ice pick through the head of the penis kind of thing.
Whatever
you're not
you
down
need
for.
to do to get them to tell
That sounds
you
like one of your sexual nights.
What's up?
But then I am part sociopath, so then it doesn't bother me.
Maybe we should take the sociopath test.
I did.
I did, and we did it at the bar once.
Who passed it?
We did.
We all three of us scored high on
You're
the
all
sociopathic
sociopaths?
test. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I wonder if that would make me a sociopath.
That's scary.
Like amazing.
Ginger Snap, AK, and I all scored high. Ginger Snap, AK, and I all scored high on the sociopath test.
Yeah.
Damn, and you all hang out together.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah,
the
go
sociopath
figure.
club or some shit.
I don't think the test is. It's been proven that it's not. I mean, there's no hard scientific test that will prove if you're a sociopath or not.
Right.
There just isn't.
I'm kind of.
There are characteristics. There are classic characteristics of a sociopath, yes, but there's not a test you can take that will tell you are or are not.
I'm kind of shocked that you said you would eat somebody.
Oh, me?
No.
Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler.
She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat
Yeah,
that.
but you know what? Like,
are you, man?
Well, it's like this. We're armchairing this now because what would we really do had given that situation?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I might be. I
It'd be
might.
hard to say.
Jerkman, I may totally change my stance if I'm out there and I'm seeing somebody. You know, right now I'm talking like, yeah, I wouldn't let him suffer.
Right.
But if I'm really out there and I'm seeing this for real, thinking, damn, I'm gonna hear this fucker when his throat gets slit.
Right.
You know. It may bother me too much to even want to do it.
Right.
So I may totally change up when I'm out there. I don't know.
I would stand by what I said.
I can't
and we
say that for certain.
now, but until you're in that situation,
No,
the
I'm
mind-
telling you,
the
I am
mind
a very
is-
strong-willed person. I would stand by what I say.
When your survival kicks in,
When you're starving,
a lot of that
your
goes.
survival skills
A lot of
kick
that goes
in.
out the window. I'm not saying you wouldn't stand on it.
I
I'm
would
just
stand by
saying
it.
there is a possibility that you would do some crazy shit to survive.
Yeah,
Well,
you just never know.
Well, I can't say that if I was delusional. If I
I
want
mean, obviously,
dimension, if you know.
obviously it's not impossible. There have been people who have been in this situation and did not eat somebody.
Well,
they,
sure.
they died actually, but
Yep. Like I said,
Yeah,
my whole
probably more unless something really happened that I was out of my mind literally and didn't know what I was doing, I would not do it.
Yes.
And I would stand by that. That's just me.
See, my whole stance may totally change. I mean, I talk this shit now. Oh, I could kill somebody, but
Okay, what if it was me there?
it was
What if
you.
it was me and your? What if it was me and Cruz and G Motors, and one of us you had to kill for your own survival?
Well, let's just do this.
Okay.
What if it was all of us there?
All of us right
Everybody
here.
who's here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said,
I'm already afraid of half of you guys in here.
right now I could say yes. However, given the situation, if I'm actually in it, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't say for certain. I can't say.
You're like, AK, hope you had an orgasm again there.
Let's start with your feet. How about that?
Yeah.
You know,
See?
man,
just so you know.
I got you guys all riled up with that thought experiment.
That was
huh?
great. That was some very stimulating shit.
See, that's the problem. It would be that they would save him, and everybody, the woman that would be there with him, would only be missing their fucking feet.
Yeah, he'd just eat all their feet.
Yeah, he always got something to eat, you know. That would be the best of both worlds, you
You know
know.
what? We've got so much more to come.
We do. That's awesome. We'll be right back, bitches.
Jimmy Black.
And Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on Stim Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have chamchuchi, and then after that, we can go to the warm water.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking toleration, thinks that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and I bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul.
I love you, you are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitch Isa, and you tuned in to Stim Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Stim Radio. Stim Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches! Welcome back to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, well, never mind. We'll talk. I'll tell you that off the air. AK. So here we are, hour 2, segment 3 of the shit that fucking irks me, with our little party. So now I do have a question for you guys.
You're gonna get retrospective now?
We
kind of went that
retrospective
way. Retrospective, retro doesn't matter.
Retrospective, man. Well, actually, I do have a question though. How come the older you get, the more traumatic loss is for you?
You feel sympathy. You know, you're going there soon.
Are you?
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree
really?
with it either.
For me.
I don't either.
I think that the way people experience loss is completely individual. Depending on the way your life has progressed thus far. Have you ever experienced a loss before? And things of that nature, you know. For me, somebody who's passed away, it's not going to be as traumatic because of the fact that I've already experienced, you know, my mom committing suicide. So from here on out, loss to me isn't going to hit me in a way that it might hit somebody who's never lost anybody before.
You know what? I guess when I say loss, I don't just mean death, but I also mean
any
like
loss
loss of a relationship,
any traumatic situation, or what most people would deem a traumatic situation, doesn't hit me as hard because of what I experienced. Right. There's nothing that tops that. They decide if something were to happen to my kids, that's the only thing that would top what I've already experienced.
And May, give your perspective, because you also said you disagreed with that. So, what was your stance on that?
Well, your contention was the older you get.
Seems like loss is harder. Yeah.
And I disagree with that.
So it's always been hard for you, as you're saying, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
But it's gotten better? Like, you're more accepting of loss now, as opposed to when you were younger, you seem to take it harder?
Uh-huh.
Well, I wonder if, too, like...
Well, I took it harder because I didn't have the proper coping skills.
Interesting. Well, it just seems like for me, like loss in my teens and 20s didn't seem as major. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I just didn't have an idea of the value of people and things and stuff like that. Whereas I've gotten older, and it seems like loss is harder to deal with. For me, at least.
I think I'm getting the feeling you're talking about a specific type of loss. Are you talking about breakups?
Not just breakups, but like even having to move or
even mourns his bed bugs he killed.
Now,
that kind of shit.
Now I would say losing one's vision at particular times in their life is different.
That would be any kind of disability. I think would be difficult to deal with. A sudden disability.
Sure.
Like all of a sudden you lose a leg or an arm or something.
Or your sight.
Okay, I got another one for you then. If we're going to go on that road, what if you had a terminal illness and you knew you were dying? Would it change your outlook on things?
It may.
Absolutely.
It may, yeah. As of right now, I don't have a terminal illness.
Okay, but supposing you were sick and you didn't know which way you were going and you could be looking at the end of your life soon and don't even know whether you are or you're not, would that change your outlook?
I think it would for me.
Okay.
Not mine.
No?
Really?
No.
As mine.
I know where I'm going, so I don't mind.
So wait a minute.
I don't mind the thought of death.
So it doesn't bother you?
No, but the death process, if it's painful.
Well, we all know death is a split second. It's dying. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I'm worried about the pain you're gonna have to go through during the dying, not where I go.
Right.
See, I'm not scared of death. I've been there. My opinion, my thought on what I mean by would my outlook change? Yes, I think that you would have a hard time trying to convince me that we don't all have some sense, an inherent sense that we have this immortality and that we always have more time to complete something or do something or change something or work on ourselves or fix, make amends and all of this stuff. We don't think that we need to do it within a time frame. You see what I'm saying? So when you're faced with the fact that now you do have a timer on you, your outlook is going to change. You're going to maybe start making those amends faster than you thought you had to. You're going to start building relationships stronger.
Probably a little more lonely because you just want to experience what's left.
You're going to feel like, man, why didn't I do these things when I had the chance? Because none of us sit here and say, I could probably die tomorrow. We all know subconsciously that could happen, you know what I mean? But we, as human beings, we have this sense of immortality. We do.
You're right.
I don't.
Really?
And I never did.
See, I don't ever, I'm not thinking, damn, I could be dead tomorrow. That's not even going through my head. I mean, it's a possibility, sure, but at this point, I'm already thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, see, like I'm saying though, if you thought you had something or you knew you had something, that you knew could take your life is what I'm saying. Not like, okay, I can get into a car tomorrow and get killed. Anybody can do that. We know that.
Right.
That's a chance we all take when we get into a vehicle or we step outside of our fucking house or wake up in the morning.
You're being given a concrete time frame.
Right.
Look, you've got this illness and you're going to die. It's not curable.
Well, Jerpin, you've obviously talked about this on the air.
Yes, I have.
And admitted this.
Because I've got cancer, yes.
So how is it for you? I mean,
it's changed my outlook on a lot of things. I don't, because I don't know how long I'll be around. If I will, if I survive, I don't survive, I don't know.
Right.
So for me, and a lot of people will look at me and go like, well, why do you still smoke? Or why do you do this? Or why do you... Because I don't know where I'm going with it. So it's kind of... It changes a lot of things that you think about and the way you think about things. Bottom line. I mean, I could survive, who knows? I may die, who knows? I don't know that. But it does change your outlook on a lot of things.
How has your outlook changed?
I don't know. It's more for me that... kind of like AK was saying, it's like you feel like you're on a time limit no matter what. Whether you know the exact time or not, you don't know. But you feel like you're like, okay, I think there was so much more I could have done, or so much more I would have done, or I should have done, or I would like this. If this is going to be it, I want this part and this part to be perfect. I want all this, and it just doesn't. Whatever's going on with you, life doesn't change for you. Bottom line,
No,
the only thing that changes is the way you look at it.
That's right.
Is there some things you regret? Like that you're looking back at
Yeah,
now
I
going,
regret
damn.
spending so much goddamn time at this radio station.
Well, and you're right. I'm sure that's probably fucking with you a little bit.
It truly is, and that's why you'll see me come down here a lot of times. And I even mentioned this about AK earlier. I looked in and I saw you doing the show. I thought, wow, I wonder if I look like that behind the board. Like, oh god. I said, I really feel bad for her.
That's fucked up.
But it is. I do regret because I pushed so much in the station for all those years, and don't get me wrong. I think this place is beautiful. I think it's a great place. But the whole thing is, as I pissed away a lot, supposing I die next year, I pissed away most of the last 13 years of my fucking life slaving into this, and to me, I just don't think it's worth it.
And you're thinking, for what? So what would be your...
I lost my marriage over it. My kids got fucked up. And then the outcome of all this is, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I enjoy everybody here and everything like that. But at the end of it, I look at like, well, was it worth it? I just don't really know.
I mean, you can't really blame, well, losing the marriage, I don't think it's the station, but...
Well, it didn't help. I mean, I was constantly working 24/7 almost.
Right.
People think they own a business all of a sudden. You're out fucking golfing all the time, and you're down in Cabo fucking fishing off the thing like Jeremy. It doesn't work that way. Once you do this, you're constantly this is constantly what I do. Weekends, this is constantly what I do. I am on fucking line. I'm fixing YouTubes. I'm replating things. There's all kinds of fuck up shit. I come down here, I piss with wires.
So I have a question for you then. Mm-hmm. What is preventing you from changing that?
That's a good question.
See, what happened was I worked myself into a bad spot. Mm-hmm. And the spot I'm in, I can't change it. I didn't have, over the years of doing that, I had a business partner at first. He fucked me, so I ended up getting the business myself. Well, then I was married, so me and my wife kind of got into it. And she was not looking at the same goal I was, which is what kept our family running. She wanted to do something different, so she took out of it what she needed and only what she needed. So when she turned around and left me, it was left with what I had left from what I had built and what was left over from what my partner screwed over, what she had taken out of it, what she wanted. Yeah. So I was left to rebuild this whole thing myself. We were only audio. I did all this with I had to rethink quick. I had two boys.
I understand you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this, but
I've got two boys. I've got no way of... I've got to take care of.
This is your survival.
This is my survival.
So now it's a question of survival.
No other means.
You have no other means.
I cut my feet off because no other radio station would hire me because I'm a threat to them, or it's like, hey, fuck you, look, you crashed.
Right.
So that sort of thing. So I kind of...
It's your job. It's basically the same as if you asked me, why don't you just quit working at the bank then? Well, because I have fucking bills.
You have bills, exactly right. And for me, it started out as George Carson, All Talk. Now it's All Talk George Carson.
Right.
So All Talk is primary.
I become All Talk, exactly right. I mean, because if you think about it, All Talk sits right here. It was up at the other place. What makes All Talk All Talk? Me.
You.
Right.
And not the station. This thing could sit here, and it's just station. It's not All Talk.
Yeah.
Unless I'm here, and or people, us are here, somebody here. So that's essentially what it's become.
Man. So now it's almost like a mob thing. Where you're like, I want to get out of this mob life. I want to get out of this drug.
It's like a fucked up marriage. It's a love-hate thing. Yeah. I love All Talk, but I hate All Talk.
What you need, the ideal situation for you then would be to have a close network of people who could come in and do this with you, so that you could allot yourself time
to
take a break.
Exactly
so you
right.
could have the minimum 2 days
some time to enjoy life, right?
The question is finding someone who's reliable.
Yeah.
So this is why you're taking in interns and trying to build up some of.
So I mean, the hope shot is that you have come across people who are interested. Number one, in doing this, and we genuinely want to help you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we've had we've had Bunny Rabbit here. We got AK. We've got Jerry. I've got a lot of good people around me. And the thing is, but see, the whole thing for me is I like to be able to take care of the people that are helping me too. And right now, it's just, this is why I came down here. I was planning on making tons of more money, a little quicker than I thought is happening. It's just not moving as quick as it's a bad economy still. No matter what people fucking say, it's a bad economy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We're headed towards some really, really bad
when it crashes, right. I mean, but yeah.
It's kind of been crashing for 7 years?
Yeah, but this is something that we've never seen before.
When this bubble blows, we're done.
We're really headed towards some bad times. There's no way out of it, and the only thing the government can do right now is try to keep people distracted, disinformation, and putting up news, things on the news that aren't even fucking worth listening to, and keep you sidetracked, man. Keep your eyes off of what's really going on. Yeah, exactly like Bunny said. Watch Kim Kardashian and don't look at what we're doing over here.
By the way,
magic trick.
Don't go in the bunker we're building underground to escape
around
the
our big fat ass
nuclear war.
Right.
Did you see speaking of that, did you guys see that thing about the judge who stood up against the gay marriage? Anybody see that?
I sadly don't know anything about current entertainment stuff, or
I think I might know what you're talking about.
Like a real judge, like, or you talk about Judge Joe Brown?
No. This is an actual judge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a Supreme Court judge, of a state or something.
Look at Labradoodle, she's laughing.
So
see, I know her name. Yeah, let's fuck with it.
Actually, was a friend of mine was talking about it, and he was like, "This judge was right," and blah 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 blah. And so I'm like, "What the fuck?" But I know what you're saying. I'm not really into current events because it's not real.
Right, I read alternative news. I read underground news. I read the news that isn't being fucking reported. Because let me tell you something. Reporters now, they're not reporting the news. No. They're making the news. They're reporting what they're told to report.
I go on YouTube and I watch stuff like All Talk.
Yeah.
People that are really talking and really know what the hell's going on. This is the kind of stuff I watch.
Well, this was something on Facebook, but I couldn't click on it. It wasn't allowing me to
You
go
gotta
read
be
the article.
careful what you hear. Don't take everything. There are some crazy fucking conspiracy theorists out there. So you want to do your own seeking. The group that I belong to is very big on, seek the truth out for yourself. We're going to give you some information, but by all means, don't fucking just eat it because I'm telling you it's true. Fucking find the facts that I've given you, research it yourself, and come to a determination that, you know what? Yeah, this is going on.
So you mean the only way of surviving here, folks, what it sounds like is, oh, this is bad. This is really scary. You've got to use your own brain?
What?
Yep, you got to use your own mind and start coming up with your own...
Some common sense.
Are you telling me
there goes 3/4 of the nation
that I cannot just sit on Facebook and play Candy Crush?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh God.
Only if I'm inviting you to come
if you're gonna survive, you got to have your mind, man.
So does everybody have a contingency plan here?
No.
No.
What do you mean?
Do you have a bug out bag?
Do
you know what a bug out bag is?
I actually do have dried food and water.
Black cocks, I heard.
A bug out bag is an emergency bag that has all of the necessary things for you to survive until you can get grounded somewhere.
Okay.
Water, weapons, dried foods.
Bunny Rabbit probably does.
Anything that you think you need to survive.
Yeah, I actually went out into the desert.
I think they say at least for 3 months.
You have something, mate?
I buried it.
Yeah,
that is a good plan.
That's
That's
awesome.
what I'm talking about. Because when martial law is put into effect, whatever fucking bug out bag you got sitting in your house, they're going to take it.
Yes. Yep. I think shit's gonna go down. Something's gonna happen, and I have a specific spot that me and 2 friends know about. And it's out in the desert, and whenever shit goes down, we're gonna meet there, dig the shit up, and we're gonna go back and replace, water jugs and like stuff like that.
No, you're wrong.
So
you're wrong.
Do you know
food and like survival things?
You're
you know
wrong.
where you failed though?
Not what?
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
No.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
told everybody.
Tell everybody where your shit's at.
This is
But
where
when they come get us, they're gonna be like, "You're the girl on the radio that
you
hit
got it in the desert, huh?
Take it to
now make sure you go in front and stand in front of the camera.
Take it to us now. No, that's why we don't use our real names here.
That's what I said. That's when you're wrong because you said you had 2 friends that were going to go with you, right?
Yeah.
No, you got 3 now. You told me, and I know you won't eat me if I get sick.
Yeah, I got people to eat now. So there's my bug out bag.
I also have a plan, and I have not only do I have a group of people whom
No, is it a 3-month plan?
it's beyond a 3-month plan. We're talking about surviving for the rest of our lives. That's how far our plan goes out.
Okay.
We have this is what we need to do when it first breaks out. This is where we need to get. This is how long we need to stay there. This is where we need to move next. This is how long we'll stay there. I mean, so we have it all planned out. But not only do I have a group of people whom I already have plans with to survive, but the people that I love the most, I do have a plan in order where I can say, you know what? I know your fucking dumbass didn't plan. You can come with us. You're going to want to get groups of people. You cannot make it
but
by
what are you
yourself.
prepared for? I mean, anything and everything. What if Yellowstone blows? I mean, Yellowstone's going to take us in at least 10 foot of ash all the way to Vegas.
So that's the funny thing, too. People think they know what's going to happen.
Right.
We don't really know.
What's going to happen.
We don't know.
But what if you start tracing back and start looking at what they're really setting up? If you really think about this, what I think they're going to get a double whammy. As what I think is that Russia actually scanned by the West Coast not that long ago. They said they were coming by to bomb. No, they were scanning and surveilling the Yellowstone area to see how close it's ready to blow.
Right.
Supposing now, even if it's Russia or it's our own people, they hit a nuke in that area. That's not going to only nuke the area. That's going to cause Yellowstone to go.
Right.
Now they've also got the contingency for up on the East Coast that they've got a couple of dirty nukes ready to go off there. So now they're hitting both sides with nuclear bombs. We've got most of the West Coast already buried under ash.
Right.
Now you're heading that way. I mean, you can't even be anywhere within that time. If that ash is coming down, your lungs are turning to cement.
Here is where, if you want to be completely dead serious about, you're gung-ho, you think this shit is about to go down, right? There's no question in your mind that it's going to happen. What should be your first step? Get the fuck out of the West Coast. Get your fucking shit, get the hell out of there, and move to a state where you know that you'll be all right. If you're still here with a contingency plan, and like you said, that shit blows, fuck your contingency plan, you're done.
No matter what.
You're done. So your question is, am I really prepared? No, because I still live here. I should be
See, and that's the whole
gone.
thing, because we actually should all, because if you know, FEMA Region 3 is actually where they're being prepared for the riots. And the reason the riots are going to be there is because the West Coast is history. They already know this, and this is why they put all the bullets up at that end, they put all the caskets up at that end, they put all the armored vehicles up at that end. They know that anybody surviving that is headed that way. Yeah. So if Yellowstone goes right now, while we're all sitting here talking, we have exactly an hour and a half to get the fuck out of here.
Right.
We're done.
And so is everybody else, and you're going to be deadlocked.
Yeah. So we're not getting out of here. So unless we left 3 fucking weeks ago, we are not getting out of here.
So basically, we're dead.
No, we will be gridlocked.
Yeah, we're not getting out of this town.
No, and if Yellowstone blows, it'll take out 2/3 of the United States.
And see, that's where I've got my contingency plan. I know somebody that's got a private jet, and if this does happen, they will take me and my family out of here. So I do have contingency plans.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
Where it will become bogged down. Flying will not help you once that blows.
Yeah, if you're here, you're pretty much
But see,
fucked.
that's the whole thing. You've got an hour and a half to get the hell out of here. So if you know and it's blown, you've got an hour and a half to get to where you're going. And if you're by the area, you can get the fuck out of there. You're fine. As long as you're out ahead of that, you're fine.
Yeah, it's safe to say that a majority of the population doesn't have or know somebody who owns their own fucking jet.
Yeah, that's.
So he'd be pretty fine. He'd get out of here.
I think I would get out of here.
Yeah.
But the problem is would I get my family in time?
Right.
See, and so there would be a dilemma for me. If I couldn't make it to my family, I'll stay.
Me too.
I will not survive without them.
I will not leave without my kids.
I couldn't have the conscience of doing that.
I would not.
I couldn't throw the fat guy in the fucking train.
Right. I wouldn't. I would die with them.
Yeah.
Hands down. My kids aren't with me. I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, you guys will be dead? I can eat all of you.
You'll be dead.
You'll be having fucking cement lungs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you know, I'll
just
munch as long as I can.
about eating somebody.
Radiation and turn into some like zombie.
I think that a zombie apocalypse is completely realistic and
well, you know the CDC did put out that information. You know that, right?
Exactly.
They are preparing for for that. But the whole thing is because they did those rabies tests.
Yeah.
And those rabies tests it wasn't bath salts. That was bullshit.
Yes, that was bullshit.
It was
that was disinformation.
Disinformation. That plane that landed, they had actually shot all those people up and with that before they got on it, told them it was some kind of fucking vaccination. By the time that plane landed, they already had more than half of those people and they're out eating other flesh of other people.
And they were rabid.
Yeah, because it's a rabies that they mixed in with this what they're calling a zombie, some kind of. I don't know if anybody knows Resident Evil, the video game.
Yeah.
It's something very similar to the Umbrella. Is exactly what it is.
That's insane.
It is. And they tested it out, and they've been trying it out on a couple of different people, and it's actually turned them into maybe not total zombies like they can't think, but they're actually out eating flesh and taking orders and stuff. It just turned their brains to mush.
Wow. Damn.
Scary, huh?
That's freaky.
You didn't know about that?
Well, I mean, I heard about the whole bath salt thing, but that
was a lie. That was right. They're misinforming everybody. It was bullshit.
And that's wow.
They took it from rabies because rabies actually soaks into the system much quicker than anything else, and when it does, it takes the enzyme that they put in with it and absorbs into the body just where they need it to, and takes it right to the brain, which where rabies mostly lie, and causes the insanity.
Right.
And that sounds evident.
See, I know more than I pretend to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't we talk about last week we weren't going to do this?
Oh, that's right.
It's just in our blood.
Yeah.
I can help it.
Sorry, help it. We're intelligent. We're just not into stupid, talk about celebrities. And, that's the thing, too. Every morning show. You guys ever listen to morning shows?
Yep.
Oh, damn, man. He's keeping track.
I guess he's like, fucking bastards.
But,
I get my jet out of here soon.
I do have a question, though, Jerkman. You said that, if Yellowstone blows, you'd be able to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
But I know there's times when Jeremy's ready to blow, and you're right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to make sure they get the picture of it gushing all over your face so I can prove it to people you're gay.
Oh, wow. Man, that was kind of harsh.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
You know what? I really hope that
I was trying to get to the joke and right to the takeout.
He gave you a joke there. I mean, he wants to see it gush on your face, and
I don't understand how.
We're gonna sit there and think about that.
So you become the nut bucket.
Yeah. They mean toss off in my face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the toss
That's
off.
the word. Toss off in the face.
All right, folks. Well, on that note.
Well, on that note, we're going to be going to break. We'll see you in a minute, bitches.
Jimmy Black.
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th Anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on Stim Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turns you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking toleration, thinks that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and I'm bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul.
I love you. You are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to Stim Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Stim Radio. Stim Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches. Welcome back to the final segment of the shit that irks me. Actually, Jerkman's out there doing some dumb shit. I'm not sure what. Oh, yeah, where's May here? Bring her on. All right, there.
All right, thank you.
There you are. All right, now I have a question for you, Ocelot and AK and all you guys.
Okay.
Why is it disgusting when I talk about Bleed Week, but yet you're watching videos about girls having their first period and a whole period party and all kinds of other shit?
Okay, so it was a commercial,
Uh-huh.
and it's a video that has been going around Facebook where a little girl fakes her first period, and so the mother gets even by throwing her, quote unquote, this first moon party. So it was just kind of one of those, oh, are you've got to be kidding me things. It doesn't say, oh, look, she got her first bleed week.
Right, but it's
there
still.
wasn't any disgusting aspect or specific.
See, I love how
to it.
people twist it up and turn it their way. It's a viral video, so therefore it's okay.
Nobody said it was a viral video, so it was
You
okay.
just said it was.
No, I did not say it was okay because it was a viral video. I said there was no disgusting specific aspects to it, as it were you are like, yeah, there was a bunch of uterus clots all over the place.
Oh, well, she did say, how do you make a pinata like a uterus?
There was no uterus clots all over her face. I don't know if you've ever said that. Have you ever said uterus clots?
I never said uterus clots, but I like it.
I don't know. Look, I honestly have never heard you talk about Bleed Week.
Oh,
So,
he
there you go.
usually. Wait a minute. Where you been?
I've
Because
never heard
he
him
usually
say that.
tries to bring up Bleed Week at least once
Yeah,
every
Bleed
show.
Never.
Bleed Week does come up a lot,
Mine
but
must not have
I guess the
been
thing
there.
is, what I'm trying to drive at is, it's just funny how one form of humor is accepted, but another is not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's not any humor that I don't accept from you.
so, well, I'm not talking about you personally, but I'm just saying just the general public.
That's the way people work.
Isn't it funny? Because, like, certain things are considered immature when others are not. You know, where I think some shit is way immature, you know, like I think, you know, going out to the club when you're almost 40 is fucking immature. But yet, there's some people like, what are you talking about, man? You're not hip to the way. But yet, you know, sitting in here making jokes about Bleed Week and taking shits and farting, I'm immature. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny that there's accepted behaviors when there's others that are not accepted.
That's the way people work, though.
Isn't
I mean,
that
it's the way
funny?
they're wired. Everybody's idea, perspective of life is going to be different.
See, but there is no
humor,
perspective.
And humor itself. I mean, what one person finds humorous, another person doesn't. It doesn't mean it's because it wasn't on a viral video. They just don't happen to have that sense of humor.
No, it's that mind control. They try to tell you what they think you should be laughing
Yeah, and
at.
they fall for it.
So, but what's funny is it's similar to what I'm talking about, just in a different way. You know, I could make a joke about a girl having her first period, and you know, it's Bleed Week, you know, a pinata that looks like a uterus, and you know, that wouldn't be accepted coming from me. That would be, you know, vile, disgusting. You know, send this man to hell and let Satan fuck him in the ass 4 times.
People have said that to you?
Well, they might as well, or you know, as opposed to, hey, it's viral video, man. It's funny. You know, so all of a sudden it's accepted because it's up on YouTube, or it's accepted because it's shown on Facebook.
Oh, see, I don't.
Well,
I mean,
but you have to then stand by that because you're on YouTube and you're on Facebook.
Yeah, but
So-
and that's true. But I just think that more people are accepting. It's just that popular mind control
You're
shit.
saying they think it's funny simply because it's popular.
Right, because it's popular.
Right.
People tell them, even though it's probably the same shit that I joke
Right.
about.
You could say the same thing because it's not popular by society's standards. It's not.
Right, I'm not popular by
acceptable.
society standards, so it would be
Right.
considered vile or disgusting. And
well, see, I don't think you're vile or disgusting. I
No,
may
you
make
just
fun of
mean
you for
consider-
saying
I'm not talking about you guys.
It would be considered off Main Street.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's just what it is, May. You're right. It's, you know, but it's the same kind of joke, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I'm saying the same shit. Now, which is funny because Alex Jones can say the same stuff, and he's got sponsors and all kinds of other shit. But now the stuff we just talked about last segment, if somebody heard that, I mean, they'd probably be over here arresting us right now.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Why would they?
Because we're telling the truth.
Because freedom of speech is an illusion.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
It has been for a long time.
But I guess the funny thing is, but you see how where I was the fucked up paradox of this, where you know somebody like Alex Jones, who's a big known radio guy,
Yeah.
could talk about this shit all day, and he's revered and he's got sponsors and he's on AM radio and he's the shit. But I say this stuff, or you say it, and oh my God, if somebody gets in the wrong ears, you know, we're fucking, you know, what the hell's wrong with us? We're crazy, wacko conspiracy theorists. They got to lock us up and shoot us up with Thorazine. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny how certain things are accepted, you know, that are similar by certain people, but not by others. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, then everything has always been subjective by popularity.
Yeah, which is just kind of funny, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Definitely. You know, I can say one thing, and because I'm me, it's not accepted. However, somebody
Say the
who's
same
been out there
thing.
can say the same thing, and all of a sudden it's golden.
Right. It's so major and you know, even all the sex jokes we make, you know, that's, you know, that would be, oh my God, that was so gross, that was so this. But then you could see these same things on TV, and because it's done by some, you know, well-known comedian or whatever, or it's on some well-known shitcom, everybody loves it and says it's great.
Right,
So
exactly.
It's kind of interesting. And, I even, like I said, when I was doing music back in the day, people would say I was disgusting, I was this, I was that. But then they love Two Live Crew. They love Too Short.
Right.
They love, so it's that same bullshit again. It's like, because someone's popular, it's accepted.
Right.
But it comes from you who's not known, then it isn't accepted.
Right.
Which is really a bunch of bullshit.
That just goes to show you how conditioned people are.
There you go.
That's right.
Exactly.
They're conditioned to believe anything that they're told from any sort of,
Media.
popular
Mainline media.
Yeah, so if somebody in that genre tells them, hey, this is funny, then they were like, yeah, that is funny. I mean, people are so conditioned to be whatever they're told to be that they've forgotten how to have their own opinions. They've forgotten what their own sense of humor is. They've forgotten who they are,
Exactly.
when it comes down to the heart of it. And I mean, it started slowly. This has been going on for years. This isn't a sudden, happening.
No.
This
Oh,
has
no.
been slowly fed to us over the years through the generations, and then now, we just all as people accept it. Like, oh, they're taking our freedoms away. That's fine. That's
Right.
okay.
Right.
That's just the way that it is, because that's how the world.
It's for
they're
our best.
protecting
It's
us.
for our protection.
Right.
Yeah, they're looking out
and
for
everybody-
us.
Yeah, everybody believes it now. So.
No, they don't.
Oh, so many people.
so many
do.
people
Yeah,
do.
even
Many,
the
many
people-
do.
Even the people who say they don't believe in that, they think, oh yeah, that there's something wrong, but nobody's fucking doing anything about it.
Well, that's
If you-
not true either.
If you've noticed the happenings of people who are standing up and rioting for things, it's not anything that really fucking matters. If you,
Yeah, it's dumb shit.
It's the
if
small
you-
shit.
I'll go back to Candy Crush. If they took Candy Crush off of fucking Facebook,
There'd
people
be a
would be in the
riot.
streets rioting.
Oh,
yeah,
You know
they'd
what I
be
mean?
dying
But
over-
No,
yeah.
yeah, but nobody realizes that your fucking freedoms have been stripped of you, and not enough of us
Exactly.
are doing anything
They're
about
taking,
it.
They've taken away our freedom
We
of
can-
choice,
yeah.
our freedom of speech, our freedom to bear arms,
We
our
can
freedom
sit
to
here
do anything.
and talk about it and say we don't agree and say we know what you're doing to us, but nobody's doing anything. And in order for
Right.
something
Yep.
to change, and I'll probably get fucking missing for this, there needs to be a revolution. There
Yeah,
needs to
I
be
agree.
a fucking revolution.
Absolutely. That's the only way you can solve this is through blood and violence.
Yeah.
That's, it's fucked up, but that's the way it is. Going to a poll and voting, standing outside with a picket
Your
sign and a
vote doesn't
megaphone.
matter.
Exactly. Thank you. Where's my bell? I'll give you a ding.
Here's your.
Oh, thank you. So I got to give you a ding for that one. No, seriously. Yeah, you're voting, you're writing your congressman, all that dumb shit. That's not going to get you anywhere.
I mean, the NSA is gotten so bad that news reporters now are unable to do their jobs because of the fact that they're being monitored.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll get fined if you say the wrong thing.
so
you
we're
get
not
arrested.
even
Oh, you'll
getting
just
the
disappear if you say really the wrong thing.
We're not even getting the real news now because they're unable to report the real news because they're being so heavily monitored and threatened, and they're afraid that this is going to happen to them. I mean, you've got to put a fucking disclaimer in your messages now.
I was just going to say, Fox News has a thing at the end of their news where they say, Fox News, fair and balanced. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I never heard of a news
Right.
company that used to have to say anything like that.
But they're not fair and bad.
Oh, we know that, but they obviously got to throw that in so you think that.
Right.
I mean,
You know?
all my emails have a disclaimer that says due to recent news reports, this communication may be monitored by the NSA. That's in every
Is that what your email says?
signature of all my emails. Yes. I would
Nice.
put it in my text, but it's too long and people would get annoyed and probably not text me back.
Jesus.
They'd probably be like, "Oh shit, I'm not gonna text you."
They're basically, any text I send, I know the NSA has looked at. Anything I send out, I know they've
They
got.
released the report that they accidentally accidentally collected innocent citizens' emails.
Right.
They didn't mean to.
How
it just
did they
happened.
know? But they
didn't. They
And there was
didn't. I believe 'em.
140,000 regular people's emails that were collected.
And I believe them. I mean,
Oh yeah, they're totally
because the government doesn't lie to you. They're here to help you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why would they do something like that?
Well, you're practicing really good for when she said, like she said yesterday, be a sheeple.
Well, this is what I'm doing.
I never said that.
No, I'm saying
the
when
fact that he's even saying this is
Who said
leading me
that?
to believe that he's against the government, and I, for one,
threatened.
believe, I believe that you, my friend, could be terroristic.
I'm a terror-eye, not a
Well, see,
terrorist.
the whole
I'm a
thing is
terror-eye.
that how could you believe that your country would do that? I mean, honestly, they're here to protect us. Okay, accidentally they did that, and that was just simply an accident because, you know, anything happens when you're trying to gather information.
People make mistakes, right?
Well, yeah, and it's computer. Computers mess up, so it probably accidentally grabbed, you know, mostly innocent citizens
And they didn't
and
read
took their
them.
information. No.
They didn't read them. They threw them away.
I heard that little
Look,
laugh in
it
Jerkman's
could, you know,
voice.
it could be so bad that one of us in here could be
A spy.
intel. Yeah.
You don't know.
We don't know who.
Yeah.
It could be any one of us.
Crack our heads open and see who's got the numbers on the back of them.
I'm voting for the ones that would eat me first.
Okay. No, I can't eat you because I got to get information out of you first. Let's not just eat it out of you.
Well, you said you would torture too, so how are you going to do it? By eating me?
Well, yeah. That's
Chew on me, torture me, ask for information.
Yeah, you know, do whatever I can to get the info.
And you have stayed around for 8 years now.
Yeah.
Even All Talk's tough times, you just stayed right in there to make sure you knew the info inside. You
That's
became my
right.
friend over these years.
I'm your intel guy, man. I'm following you around.
Oh, man.
I'm doing all this shit.
He's not even blind.
Hey, look.
Baker. You Baker.
Wouldn't that be some shit?
That would blow me
although,
away.
although if you found out that, if you found that out, and then I'm like, okay, man, now you're going to jail, and you're like, fuck, was that 8 years of money worth it?
Right.
You know, like, it kept All Talk afloat, but shit. It was like I was given a stipend account. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is you're getting advancement money now to pay for your radio show.
So
Wow.
We got a break this one. No weird happenings.
Yeah, that is kind of
except for
strange, except for the
before.
chair.
Right.
Yeah, the chair, that was before the show even started.
During the show, nothing weird happened.
No, that's true.
It's been yeah. Well, let's see how much more time we have.
Like about 9 minutes.
9
somewhere
minutes
around there, a little less.
Shit, watch something happen in 9 minutes.
Now that we're talking about it.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
The chair thing was very strange, but other than that.
Well, the audience doesn't know what happened with the chair. I don't think you talked about it on the
that's
air.
right.
We didn't say anything about it.
What happened with the chair?
So, you and Ocelot decided you needed to make a store run. And the rest of the group was out in the back smoking, and I was kind of on the fence. I didn't know if I was going to go with you guys or go in the back or whatever. And I finally decided I'm going to go in the back and have a cigarette. So I come in and I go to the back. We're all smoking, chit-chatting, whatever. I come back in, and one of the chairs in the lobby is turned over on its side. It's fallen over. And so my immediate reaction is that it's either you or Ocelot. One of you is fucking with us because we've been talking about ghosts and shit like that. So I'm scanning the building to see where you guys are at. Where'd you hide your car? I mean, I was convinced that it was one of you guys.
Yeah, and we're long gone. We're down there.
Okay, anyway, go continue with the story, and then I have a question.
So yeah, I'm looking for you guys, and I think somebody's fucking with us. And
I came in.
Yeah,
I was
I came
I was
in,
right
I
behind
showed-
AK, and
I showed Jerkman.
and she's like, well, where's Jerry at? I'm like, what do you mean? They left. I thought they left because I thought you were going to go with them, AK,
Right.
but you didn't. And so you came out there with us, and I said, well, they went to the bank, and she's like, oh, I don't know. She goes, and then she brought me in. She goes, look at this, and I saw this chair laying on its side, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So I immediately look for a logical explanation. Did
Yeah.
somebody bump it? Did something?
We did all
something.
kinds of tests.
I've tried all kinds of tests to recreate how you might have
We're doing
accidentally,
Mythbusters in here tonight.
might have accidentally tipped the chair over, but it's too heavy to accidentally trip the chair over. It just wouldn't. It was strange. What's your question?
My question is this. For people who believe in this stuff just like you do,
What stuff?
why would we fuck with you? Ghosts and the paranormal?
Oh man, I'm totally into that.
We're playing jokes on each other all the time. That wouldn't be
We play
abnormal.
jokes, but I don't think it's ghost. You know what? All our jokes are never ghost related. Well, except for Jerkman's dumbass. This is when before you were here, but he played a joke on me one time about, making it, because it was the anniversary of one of our show hosts. Actually, it was her birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And one of our older show hosts who died, it was her birthday. And she always haunted the studio and made shit weird happen. And all
She wasn't
that
the
kind
only
of
one because we had a couple others.
Yeah, we had a few others. But anyway, he started off by throwing a pin at me, and I was like, what the
It went
fuck?
sitting right behind him into the wall.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck.
I said, what the fuck was that? I was like, I don't know. What was that?
And I'm like, he goes, I didn't throw anything.
See, so I'm not to
To think maybe someone played a joke.
maybe somebody decided they were gonna be
See,
funny.
for me, I guess because I'm into that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I'm real. I want to see the real
I
shit.
mean, I
and I would
always
never.
go to the logical first. Even though
Yeah.
I believe in the paranormal, I will find a logical explanation first. I'm not one of those people that I'm just like, oh, it's got to be a ghost. I
Because-
look for stuff first that could be explained.
Right,
And sometimes and a lot of times I'll find an
Right, 9 times out of
reasonable
10, there's a
reason.
logical explanation for
Yes.
what has occurred.
Yes.
Although you didn't, like you said, I mean, you didn't find the car. You didn't
I
see
did
us.
not.
So
We weren't here. We came walking back in.
I cannot figure out
Yeah,
a scientifical.
that would have been
reason.
too much work for us anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, have
too,
to hide the car.
The way the chair was, these are just metal chairs.
They're balanced metal.
Yeah, they're balanced metal chairs, and they actually have, they're right next to each other. I mean, there's maybe an inch between the two. And the way that it was pushed on its side, you would have had to have been between the two chairs to knock it over.
Right.
Unless you're paper fucking thin and walking between chairs and accidentally bumping them, there's no way it could have been knocked over unless it was done deliberately. It looked like it had been deliberately done.
Wow. Well, whatever it is, likes fucking with you guys.
Well,
How do you know it's not you?
We have a Ocelot thinks it's me.
Yeah.
Okay,
We were discussing some things that make.
It seems to like AK and myself.
I noticed
Show up
that.
more than when we're
When you guys are
around.
here, it happens. Whereas opposed to when we're not here, or when you're not here,
Right.
we don't really have that issue very often.
Can I say thank you for having me on your program?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, thank you for coming on, and thank you for having me on your show today.
Oh, I loved it.
Good deal. Good deal. We talked about relationships and all that fun shit, and hey, it was good.
Yeah, I really appreciated your input.
Absolutely, and I appreciated yours.
Thank you.
You know, and one thing on this show is you've got to talk, otherwise you will not get a word in. Have you figured that out?
If you've noticed, we all just jump in.
Yeah, You just got to jump in when you feel it. You know, but yeah, this thing does love you all.
Well, as you guys know, I've had some weird shit go on at my house too. So
Mhm.
I think it's attached to AK. It's
I
not
think it is
attached-
too.
I don't think it's attached to me because I haven't really had, at least not this one.
Well,
is
AK
not.
was by herself last night, and she had her EMF thing going on her phone,
yeah, I did.
and we were getting, what was your readings, like 300, something like that?
Our base reading was at a 112, and then we got up to 300 at one point. And then remember we had the little EVP recorder, and it kept saying that it detected possible detection of something.
Yeah, did you ever play it
But I
back?
played it back, and I didn't hear anything, so I was disappointed.
Oh,
But the
okay.
recorder I played back at my house, I heard some stuff, and I meant to bring it in to let you guys listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just really weird.
Is that thing Windows Media compatible, do you know?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
So it should be.
Should be. Yeah, you could just plug it into the tablet and be able to play your... Although, isn't it persnickety if it's not an MP3 or some shit, Jerkman? That's the
Did you
word.
just say persnickety?
It is persnickety. It's like, I'm not going to play that.
But persnickety?
Persnickety.
Persnickety. That's the only word I could think of for that.
All right.
Anal persnickety.
So what do you mean? If you plug what in? Plug her phone?
Her recorder, if she has a digital recorder,
Right.
and she plugs it in, and
Oh, it will upload to a computer.
Yeah,
okay,
a
because
computer, not a tablet.
Well, not to.
Unless it's a Windows base, which actually has the
that's what I was
USB
asking.
port for that.
Well, like, okay, my digital recorder records the WMA Windows Media file.
Windows Media file, yeah.
Right, and you guys, I don't know if you can play. If I brought my digital recorder in here, if you could play stuff off that or not.
Well, you just plug it right into the board and play it directly.
Ah, okay, so it would work,
Yeah.
even though it's a WMA file, not an MP3.
Because you're actually only playing it off your own system. You're playing it off of that. I don't have to plug it into anything. I just plug it directly into the board.
Oh, okay.
I go in through your headphone out, into the board in, and back out through the soundboard.
Oh, so you can't manipulate. I'd have to control the recorder, like Mike does.
Yeah, you could do that.
Because see, how I usually do it is I plug it into my computer, into the USB port at home, and then... What the fuck?
Flood warning?
What is that?
Is that
mean?
a smoke alarm?
That's what I thought it was, too.
Oh, I think a weather alert just went off on my phone.
Oh, it's a weather alert?
I didn't get any of
You
that.
know, I haven't gotten any of those this year? Oh, Jesus H.
Oh, what was that?
That's May's headphones next to her microphone.
Yeah, that
With
was...
feedback.
But anyway, yeah, I hook it to my computer, then I could actually, play the tracks over my computer by going to the different, tracks. Rather than just playing it from the recorder, I play it from the computer. So...
Well, I mean, you could do that here, yeah. I mean, just download it and play it off the computer.
Oh, I got you.
Either way, you're getting the same result.
Right, but it will play... I thought for a while your stuff wouldn't play things that weren't MP3.
Well, that's because I was running Sam Broadcaster, but Sam's dead.
Oh, that's right. It's all Windows Media Player
Sam's
now.
down.
Oh,
So
okay.
when
Fuck you, Sam.
When you go home, you don't feel anything weird, Maxwell?
He throws his large balls, remember?
No, that's it. I go home
heavy balls.
and it's good.
I don't know. I woke up a couple nights ago and it was freezing cold. And it really didn't dawn at me at first because I was half asleep. then I realized it's fucking summertime. It shouldn't be this
Shouldn't be
cold.
freezing.
It shouldn't be
Right.
this cold. So I was going to get up because I sleep with the AC on because I like it a little chilly anyway.
So do I, AC and a fan.
Yeah,
Yep.
and a fan, I do too. And so I went to get up to turn it off, and I could not move. I just couldn't move.
Oh, shit.
I don't know
You
if
felt
I
like
was
someone
just
was
kinda
sitting on you, or?
No, there was no like heaviness or anything. I just literally could not fucking move.
I've been there.
And I was trying to determine was it something paranormal, or was it just because I had woke up so quickly that my body
wasn't
hadn't
awake
caught
yet.
up yet.
Right.
Yeah, because that's a possibility.
It
a
has happened to
strong
people,
one,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I said, I'm fucking cold, and then all of a sudden I could move. Like
Oh,
once
wow.
I said, I had to say, I'm
So you had to
fucking
speak
cold.
that you were
leave
cold.
me alone.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And I can get up.
Damn. Well, on this point, May's letting us know
It's time to go.
About that
it's time to go. Oh, wow.
Well,
Yep.
Sad time.
It is sad, but we'll be back. I'll be on Skype tomorrow. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. Where are you, May?
And I'm May
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
There we go.
I'm Ocelot. I'm AK.
And I'm GJ getting the fuck out of here, Jerkman.
And that's the story. Oh,
That's
sorry.
the
That's the story there,
It
bitches.
is.
See ya. That was choppy.